Yeah, it felt good. Felt good. Came out healthy and had a good day today. It was good to get back moving around.
How much time do you spend on having to or trying to elude contact or brace for contact in a way that makes you stay durable?
I mean, really, it just comes with a lot of reps and experience, and I think part of it's just practicing in a physical way. You can kind of get used to that stuff, and you also you get used to it throughout the game as well. But just playing football my whole life, that's something that really every year you work on it just with reps, game reps or practice reps.
Christian, since you've been here, the Saints have been a real thorn in y'all's side. What do you attribute that to?
New year, we're focused on this week. Football 1 week at a time, and obviously they're a very good team with a lot of really good players. But at the end of the day, it's all about us. What's up?
What makes their defense good?
I think they have, they got a great front. Linebackers fly around really well. They communicate well. They don't beat themselves, and then their DBs, they make plays on the ball. Once again, I think they just play really good team defense. They tackle well. You could tell their coach, Harp's running to the ball. They're good, really good defense.
Are you surprised to see that result last week for them against Green Bay?
We don't focus on we're just checking each play, one play at a time, seeing what they do well and, going from there.
Christian, it was hard to get Sam to talk about what he did well on Sunday. He said he moved the ball well. From your perspective, what did he do well on Sunday?
Yeah, I think he moved the ball well. I thought he did a good job of getting it to the open guy, which is, I'm not a quarterback coach, but it sounds pretty important from a quarterback perspective. Getting to the right checks, hitting open receivers, and I think he was tough as hell, standing in there and taking some hits, delivering the ball in a pocket. So, it's only up, too. So that's the exciting part with him.
Christian, you get asked a lot about it. You have over the last few years about snap counts, number of carries, number of touches in the game. Do you even think about that stuff, or do you not even care? How do you deal with all that?
Nah, I honestly don't. I don't care, and I don't focus on that stuff. I just, focus on just becoming the best player I can be and doing the best job of taking care of my body at all times and, prepare like I'm going to play the whole game.
Is there a cumulative effect? Number of reps a certain week, number of reps another week. Does that thing build on you, or is that just something that you just take week after week?
Really, it just depends, sometimes you can get 30 touches and come out feeling great. Sometimes you can get 14 touches and, you might have took one bad hit and you feel terrible. That's the reason why, guys get hurt all the time. It's just part of the game, but I feel great, and that's all I'm focused on.
Christian, Matt said that Alvin Kamara had elite Hall of Fame contact balance, and he compares you two a lot too. So I assume that's what you have, elite contact balance too. What does that mean to you?
I think having good contact balance just means when you get hit, you do a good job of not going down, and it's the best way I can put it.
And how hard is that to be that?
Yeah, it's really difficult. I think when you look over the years at all the great backs, that's something that it's very natural that guys do, and obviously Kamara's really good at it. But it's something that I think is really important to be if you want to be a really good running back, having good contact balance, being able to break tackles and kind of move with hits definitely is an important trait.
He actually also said that you guys run a very similar route tree, not route tree, but in your passing package, Alvin's and yours. And I know you're not studying their offense a lot, but have you seen enough of their games, flipping them, whether on Monday night or Sunday night, to kind of like say, oh, yeah, that looks familiar?
Yeah, I love watching him play. I have a lot of respect for him, obviously, playing against him for a long time now. Not necessarily against him, but obviously. He does so many things well. He's a hell of a player. And so, I like watching him play, try to take stuff from him that I see that he's doing well and cue up on stuff. I do that with a lot of different backs around the league, but obviously him being such a versatile back who can do it all, he's a guy that, I always go back and highlight each week just because of the level of respect I have for him.
Christian, Dan Arnold said the other day that the tight ends were kind of in awe watching your block when you picked up the D tackle the other day. Have you been invited in as an honorary tight end or honorary lineman for any of that?
Oh, no. I mean, those guys do a lot more than me. So just try to do my job and make those guys right because they make me right all the time. So.
In terms of pass protection, people say a lot that that's one of the last things running backs learn in the NFL. How long was it before you felt comfortable in that area?
I don't know if there was an exact date to where I felt like, now I feel comfortable. I think it's just something that, I was fortunate going to Stanford. We worked on it a lot, going in a pro-style offense. So I felt like coming into the league, I definitely felt good pass protecting, obviously. It's a different speed when you get in the NFL, and linebackers are better. And I think the biggest thing that I see for guys coming into the league is the mental part of pass protection, knowing who to block and understanding defenses and blocking schemes. And once you can master that, then that's half the battle. And after that, it's all technique, physicality, and a lot of effort.
How much do you work with Chuba, for instance, on that kind of stuff?
Good amount, yeah. Coach Nixon does a hell of a job, with all of us, making sure that we have good eyes on protection, and we do a lot of our meetings with the O-line, with the tight ends, to make sure we're all on the same page and know what the calls are going to be to certain looks.
We'd ask you a lot about contact, but when you go into the line with 310-pound tackle coming at you and you block him, is that more or tougher on your body than maybe just getting tackled sometimes? Or?
Nah, I mean, it's all blur. When you're playing, you don't really realize what hurts and what doesn't.
Speaking of Chuba, how do you think he's doing so far, and what do you think his strengths are?
I think he's been great. I think he's obviously great with the ball in his hands. He's fast, he's explosive, and he loves to learn, which is big. I think guys like that who come in early and kind of crave knowledge and are high effort guys, they're only going to get better. So I'm definitely excited to see what he continues to do.
I know this is a division game, but do you feel like the Panthers have a rivalry with the Saints?
Yeah, I feel like we have a rivalry with everyone. Obviously it's a division game and they mean a lot. But, we approach each week the same and you love winning division games, obviously. I'm not going to discredit that. But, every week is equally important to us.
Are college rivalries more special than NFL, just given the history and kind of the good old-fashioned hate?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think a lot of times, college rivalries change. There's a lot of teams in a conference, so sometimes, at Stanford, USC, I felt like was more of our rival than Cal necessarily. Probably get some flack from the Cal fans for that one, but and it changes. Oregon, Washington, you felt like those were more rival games, but it changed. I think in the NFL, there's 4 teams in a conference, so that's your conference. That's who you're going to play twice a year every year.
We'll do a couple more. Do anything special for Stanford, USC this year?
No, we didn't. No, I should have though. I don't know why I didn't.
Christian, you played with Andrew's meeting in Stanford. Are you guys still friends or talk to each other about football?
I've seen him around every once in a while, just at certain events, and keep in touch with him when I can. But, man, he was one of the best guys to run behind. He's obviously such a big body, such a great player. And I only got 1 year with him at Stanford, but, it's no shock that he's had the success that he's had.
First, as you progress in your career, you're seeing more antics, if you will, and people trying to devise ways to stop you and get you rattled out there on the field.
Sorry, ask that first part again. I couldn't hear.
As you progress in your career, do you see more antics, if you will, with people trying to devise ways to stop you on the field? You kind of pick up early what a defense is trying to do. Offense is a very team game, and defense is a mirrored image of that. They play well together, and while some teams might try to stop me, they're stopping scheme, and D coordinators are good now. Obviously, they've always been good, but I think defenses are evolving with offenses. You can kind of see that in the way the personnel looks, and the game's very fast now. So there's definitely times where the job is to stop me and to kind of take me out of the game. And when that happens, we have great players and great weapons who can do a lot of stuff with the ball in their hands. Same way as when they try to stop DJ or Robbie or one of our tight ends, it's my job to make it work in the run game.
Have you seen guys talking to you on the field any more than in the past, or is it always just
No change there.